Oh my god, does Doz see something?
Yeah.
Does something.
I've lost his. Oh, there, 16. Beautiful. Whispers is super shady.
Force lightning.
Modified spell. I think it was Cone of Cold or whatever the equivalent. Cold cantrip that does the same.
I just
Similar
love that you
thing.
needed force lightning.
I would turn around and ask Azor that if he was certain we're looking for a river, and if he confirms that, I would tell him that I would point him in the direction of the river that I see. Looks like we're almost there. About 2 miles. You should take maybe an hour or so. I'd convey that, so everybody should know that in an hour or two we'll be at the river.
So does that mean we'll get to rest by the river, or?
Yeah, we're gonna have to rest there. Because it'll probably be nightfall by then.
Yeah, but we're also in a desert. Common sense always dictated you travel during the night in the desert, not during the day.
Not night.
No, not necessarily. Keep in
I
mind.
mean, in real life, maybe. But not with tremor sense creatures.
Yeah.
That's what we were saying.
Remember, a lot of things
True.
are awake during the night in the desert. And we do not want to attract those things.
That's
Not with-
about 3 p.m.
Kaylin,
Oh, it's
Yes.
3 p.m.? I thought you said it was like...
I believe you said once you have a way of transferring or sending a message to people.
Yes.
Could you send a message to the captain and ask him where he is?
I'll do that.
Why do you keep forcing lightning?
Because I am shooting spells into the air at random intervals.
Oh,
Because
okay.
I can.
Okay, yeah. I forgot
I'm gonna
about
do... Can I do another constitution roll to make myself unblind?
You're not blind, you're just focusing on pulling.
Sand in eyes make it impossible to see, so that's still technically blind.
I think he is
blind pulling.
actually blinded by sand.
Yeah.
Actually, wait. Which captain are we? I mean, are you wanting me to contact?
Blackbeard.
Richard.
Okay. So so since I've met him, then yeah, I'll just tell him to write down what message or tell me what message.
Since it would be, do the people that receive the message know who it comes
Yes.
from? I don't know how that
Yes.
works. So you can just say, this is from Daz. We'd like to meet you. Tell us where.
I convey that via sending.
So can I constitution roll yet? Yes or no?
I'm assuming he's typing the response.
Yes.
Yeah, I got it.
Good check.
Okay. So I already have a +2 with the con, so let's hope I get a good roll.
3.
Fuck.
I called it.
Nice. Well done.
I am a prophet today. Prophet Daz.
I mean, could you... Prophesize someone at nat 20.
I'll probably get unblinded when I've changed back, but fucking What?
With the way you're rolling.
To be fair, it fits into the world that you said. You are not a desert rhino. This is not your condition. What you are good at is pulling, and that's what you're doing. So,
yeah.
trust in my guidance skills.
Yeah, but at least gonna just be complaining about, oh god, I do not like harnesses. That's for sure.
Kinks are not for everyone.
You saw what I posted in chat, Daz.
Yeah, I was just going to say there's a reply.
I am where stone sings to praise. Would that ring to me? Or we would all hear that, so make a history check.
Well, no, just me and Daz would hear that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I would have just whispered it to him.
Roiki.
The question is, would he tell it anyone else?
I would at least... Oh, jeez. Alright.
I was gonna say I've got.
Couldn't
Yikes.
Oh,
couldn't Kaylin? Oh, I say.
I mean, I did, but it didn't really matter.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean anything
Great
to me.
rolls.
Yeah, I am not,
Only Daz
It's a
would
dwarf
know
thing,
what it
isn't it?
means.
Okay.
Probably.
I am where
Doesn't
stone
have to be a
sings to
dwarf, can it?
praise.
Be someone else.
I am where stone sings its praise.
Being that Mia lived with dwarves for a time, would she know
All right,
anything
Pete.
about?
Time for an adventure, the GM has said.
God help us. We're all gonna die.
Yeah, probably.
If the DM has no input, the only thing I could think of is going back to the city and seeing if they have any. You get a vague memory pop into my mind, okay? I am where stone sings its praise. Okay. It reminds me of somewhere we went while we were on the ship. This isn't underground. It wouldn't be the dwarven city. By the way, it's kind of like I'm talking to myself right now. I'm just saying things out loud, like trying to figure out where it is.
So would I have heard him, and would I have
Would
any
anyone
idea or
hear?
no? That's what I guess that's the important thing. Would anybody else hear him and have any idea?
Well, he's probably talking to himself, so if you guys were trying to listen in, then you
Yeah,
possibly
I'm not
could hear.
hiding what I'm saying. So I would be like, I know that there's a mountain, there's a lake, there's.
The important part is anybody else even gonna have a chance of knowing it?
It's a
Ellie,
really
We'll make a
cool mountain.
perception check.
Ellie has studied Earth and a lot of things of nature-based things. So
I'm literally a
Right now.
wandering historian.
yeah,
I mean,
but
You're a
I
rhino
would say,
blind.
Shade, do you know?
yeah, but I can hear you, dumbass.
Do you know of any? But you're also a fucking rhino.
Yeah, but I could just give it a freaking sound that I know.
I would say to Shade, do you know of any mountains, any tall mountains? The tallest mountain. What, like, do you know the tallest mountain you could think of?
I'm guessing I gotta make a check for that, wouldn't I? And which check? History again?
History, yeah, most likely.
It's not
Like,
terrible.
I know I've been there. I can't. It's a tall mountain.
Jeez, we're not getting anywhere right now.
Depends on what the. Well.
Could I make a roll but tell them later?
I was gonna say, if he's mentioning mountains, would any of us know or have an idea?
Okay, I'm just gonna say that I doubt Mia would have any idea.
It's a dwarven legend.
Oh, then would Mia have some idea? I don't know.
Okay, that would be more vague to Ellie then.
Joe, given
He's giving things
story
in
with Mia.
tidbits. He's giving things in tidbits just so that it's not like waiting massively for.
Yeah.
Would I think it's the same dwarven, like where the dwarven city was, but above it, or does this sound entirely different?
I lived with dwarves, yes.
Entirely different. So yeah, it's not city.
Yeah, I was gonna say because on the top above the city is where Moldra was.
Okay.
Right. You're right.
So Mia, I
No,
think
but-
that's you making history clear.
Hey,
Nice.
we're
I know
getting
it
something
did.
finally.
Finally, we're not so shit. I think we were all so shaken from just crashing the fucking airship.
And I'm not a history
Oh,
buff.
holy hell.
Ellie's a history buff here,
Proficient in history.
compared to friggin' Nala anyway.
Yeah.
Actually, my history checks
Oh.
have been really good most of the time. Most of the time.
I have
Thank
advantage.
fuck for advantage, because my history is terrible.
Yeah, I have a +6 to history.
I have a
I mean, you have a
+5
plus
on our-
four.
I only have a 4. I mean, I wouldn't say that's great. Most of the time, if I roll history, it's awful.
Do you have any proficiency in it or no?
No proficiency in history, no.
I have
Then that's
proficiency
decent.
and I only have a +5, so.
Holy shit.
The ancient legends speak of a forgotten mountain far to the north, standing peak of the skies. So far to the north.
North. Well, at least we have a direction. Once we get to the river, we'll see what we can figure out from there.
Oh, there's
the
more.
Stone, the stone was the birthplace of the first dwarves.
I
And
suppose
when
that
you-
does make sense for him to retreat to.
I'll wait for Joe to finish typing.
They harvested it like a mother's boon.
So they dug into this one as well.
Yeah, it certainly seems that way. And made the grandest dwarven city to ever look over the lands. So it's a dwarven city above ground in the mountains. It's not underground at all.
Before they decided to. Yeah. Alright. Then it looks like we have our first
Right.
objective.
There's still more.
It's not only a city.
Just curious, who else can read this besides me and Lily?
I
No one
can.
else. But
It's-
that's you.
The home of the last great dwarven fortress. Okay, someone's gonna have to help me out with that. Dulaug?
I
don't
can't
think that-
actually read that, so
Hold on, I'll type it so you guys can see it.
Yep, I was just about to do that.
I
Yeah.
see it. I just don't.
Dialogue.
That's what the
Dulaug.
city is called. That's what the city is called.
Dulaug.
Dulaug.
Fortress, rather.
Dulaug.
Dialogue.
Dulaug, probably.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you kind of correct. Just the pronunciation was a little bit off.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
okay.
say that's my accent though. I'm blaming it on the accent.
I'm.
I'm just taking a.
I know how to pronounce a bit of different language, so
Oh, come on, Shade, you're just showing off now.
can I speak Rhino right now? Just say fuck you, Rhino.
Honestly, type that in as a language. I want to see if it works.
You can. It does.
I don't know
Like,
if
you
it
can
has
type
a
it-
script.
But that's what I'm saying. What we'll do? Darn it, Lily!
Does it? Can anyone else? Can you read that?
No.
Can anyone read that?
Is that celestial?
No, it's abyssal.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know.
I can read it.
No, I cannot use the script.
Where are my?
Oh, I guess you can't read it now. It's been translated.
Yeah, I can't use the in the language section.
Everybody's speaking languages now.
Okay.
What did you say, Shade?
I just said fuck. Plain and simple.
Oh, hold on. Yen... Is that the same language that you...
90% of the time, if I say something in Undercommon, it's cursing.
So, Joe,
Just
can
FYI.
I make a road to know about any of the areas in the north that would be mountains? That I could tell everyone about later. No. I'm just saying general area of mountains in the north. Not where exactly it is. I'm just saying, okay.
No. Okay. So, I don't know. I'm just going off a gut feeling. I'm saying we're going to have to go through Thridium. But I could be wrong.
We have to freaking just learn about any place or any clues, period.
So we were...
Yes, I can.
That's a language everybody here can speak.
Most people can actually read that in this party.
Hey, I can't read that.
And the elf is the only one who can't read Draconic.
I can't read it.
I can't read it.
Out of character.
Okay, so...
Wow, only 3 people know Draconic?
Yeah, me, you, and Shade.
Yes, I can.
I was gonna say Slim, but that's not your character.
Amadar will...
Draconic, Dwarvish, Goblin, Orc, Primordial, and my personal favorite is Undercommon, because nobody else can speak it.
Yeah. No, I've got a list of languages.
Thinking on my...
So how many hours?
I'm so ready
hours. How many hours have we traveled? Because I could do a max of 6 before needing to take a 30-minute break.
We need them 4.
For my to get my charges back in wild form.
Well, you get, what, 3 hours per use? Because it's half rounded down?
Was it half rounded down or just half? Let me double check.
It might actually be just half, because when it comes to time, you can actually do fractional.
Okay, we've only got another hour in the river. Which I'm assuming we can take a rest there.
Probably.
No, it's rounded down.
Alright, that's what I figured.
Yeah.
So the river on the map, which river? Because we were in the Denmoor Wastes. So are we hitting the one by Belej or the one east of Belej?
That's the one I was assuming we were heading for. The one that runs past Belej.
Would it start becoming Savannah at least?
And it's at this point that Nala, you get a message.
Holy shit.
Okay.
Ooh.
Who it's from?
I'm going to wait and see what that message is all about before I do much of a reaction, but okay.
As those creepy people that told us to hand it.
I wonder who it's from. God damn it, Blue Clues.
I actually kind of have an idea who it's going to be from, but I'm going to wait until something happens to confirm it.
Blue's Clues was my shit as a kid. I can love that shit.
I think it was a lot of people's shit when they were kids.
What?
Would I be able to make a
Clues.
history check for that?
I've never watched.
I said mostly a lot of people, not everybody's.
Yeah. So
Don't know.
it wasn't actually a massive thing in England, I don't think. It's
Well,
definitely
yeah,
Okay.
because it's different cartoons there. A lot of different cartoons there. And shows.
I mean, did you guys ever have Dexter's Lab? Please say yes.
Yes.
Oh, thank God.
Dexter's Lab, hell
was
yeah.
great.
That was one of my favorites.
Yeah, and cow and chicken? Anyone?
Yes.
That,
Terrible.
Cow and
Okay, so
chicken.
we had similar.
That was amazing.
That was
Okay.
terrible.
that was fucking just weird on weird.
Okay.
So I only
just
know
have
that
to go.
message. Awesome. That's interesting.
Okay, care to share?
With this one, I'm gonna wait until I could talk to Ellie first.
Okay.
Oh, it's a good one. God damn it.
You know,
not
an
patient
actual
with
conversation, not a.
Yeah, no, as in
What?
Guess what?
probably the last hour has
Cold
passed.
beans aren't hot.
Actually, it's just the opposite.
Oh,
Caleb.
Oh.
Caitlin gets the message too.
What?
Oh
my
boy.
God.
What is with people calling us the most inconvenient times?
I swear to God,
Impossible.
if our friend, the guide, contacts.
It'll be Watch it be Grisbane.
Grizzy bee. I was thinking that.
It honestly
I'm
might
halfway
be,
expecting the guy to
considering
contact
what I don't know about this message I got. It's gonna be interesting.
Yeah.
Steve, stop dropping cryptic hints.
Kaylin, the second that any message gets into Kaylin's brain, she just like kind of instinctually just like grabs onto Dawes.
Not awkward at all.
And then she just kind of like pats
I would
his
just
arm.
there.
Just be like, never mind, it's nothing. Yeah, I figured.
It's like around a telephone, except we don't actually tell each other what the message is.
Yep.
I only
don't
drop
get
cryptic
reference.
hints.
Voice tonight. Shane is just showing off. You get a whisper. You get a whisper.
And I'm guessing these are like the sending. Is this sending? Can I send a message back, or do I get an idea that I can't send anything
Everyone
back?
gets a whisper.
It's not. It's not sending. If it's the same thing that happened
Yeah,
to me,
I figured, but I just wanted to double check.
because I don't know who the sender is, so
No.
Kayla's just gonna say a little prayer for him.
This is some.
I will say anyone who's paying attention to Nala, she actually looks visibly moved by getting that message. Not that you know she has a message, but she looks
I was
visibly
about to say, do we
disturbed.
even know you have a message?
Oh, you see, is just her just reacting randomly.
Yeah, basically, randomly, I look very on edge.
Okay, well, Mia's been talking to her the whole time, so it'll probably be something she would notice.
Probably.
I don't know you enough to know.
I'm not paying attention. I'm bothering Caitlin.
Yeah, I figured.
I'm just gonna keep shooting spells.
Shane is just paying attention to the air, just looking, just shooting spells.
Sand.
Oh,
Shut up.
shit.
Okay, I'm gonna stop shooting spells.
Good job. Good job, son.
No, start shooting spells at the tornado, you idiot.
I was gonna say.
Yes, that sounds like a great idea, because the last thing we need is those coming back.
Oh yeah.
As
Sure.
the- I mean,
Put
as this,
fireballs
we
there.
do we just have to avoid
Do I,
that?
s- do I have Dust Devil still? I still have Dust Devil. Oh wait, I don't have any. No, I have. No, I used that. No, Dust Devil was level 2. Yeah, I still have a couple shots of Dust Devil. Okay.
Its mouth folds down towards you, and its hollowing winds bring out a voice. That's not
Oh.
fucking creepy at all.
Oh boy.
It's not ominous or anything.
Please do not be an elemental. Please don't be an elemental fucking with us.
Ooh, no, thank you.
I mean, I can speak primordial.
This could be interesting.
I can also speak primordial, but I don't want to hear it.
I forget what the air elemental language is called.
RN.
It's that one.
Don't ask me why I know that, because I really don't know.
I thought of the fire one, and then I was like, wait, that's not right. That's fire.
That's Ingen.
Yeah.
Ignin is fire.
Okay, there we go.
Aquin
Ingen.
is water.
Close enough.
And then.
I don't know.
Don't tell me Terran is Earth.
Terran,
I don't think
yeah. Terra, one of the two.
What's the
Ow.
last one?
Aquin, I think.
No, what page? Hold on.
I'm gonna look him up real quick.
Past
Since I'm
flights
already
is
around
your
here.
destiny.
Wait.
Turn away to meet it, then you are the spark of the heavens. Wow, Shade, you fucked up.
Wait, what?
It says you are the spark of the heavens. You
No.
lightning.
It's talking to us all.
It's talking to us all,
It's
yeah.
not-
It was a joke.
I know.
The path lights its way to your destiny. Turn away, and the world shall meet its end. You are the spark of the heavens. Well, I mean, we kind of know that.
I'm not very religious.
I think he probably is going to add more. Why is there a tornado talking to us, though? Am I the only one wondering that?
For the
I've
record-
seen too much crazy shit to care.
One thing you might want to add, Joe, is when you do messages like this, or like in increments, you should end them in ... if you plan to continue.
So we
Just
know.
so we know when you're gonna stop. Know what I'm saying?
No.
Haha, it is Aquin, Ignin, Terran, and Arin.
Yeah.
Did I have it right,
Okay.
though? Yep, Orin, Terran.
Yep.
Cool.
I would stop the caravan at that point, I guess.
Okay, so
That's the entire message.
And
basically we just have to carry on doing what?
I'd look back at it. I've never seen a
Is this
sandstorm talk before.
is this a
Yeah, is it
religious?
still in front of us, or does it?
Is this a
Just a
religion check or is this a nature check?
Is this
Can I
even a
be-
check?
Did it respond to my message saying that I said it wasn't very religious? Mentioned the heavens, and I was like, I'm not very religious, man.
Even though there's gods that can literally do things.
I'm not religious. So?
Not, you don't have to be religious. You just say, "Oh, there's a god fucking with us."
So my reason for rolling that. Oh, okay.
Water spell. Oh, good.
Has this ever? Has
I can't see anything, guys. Help!
Wait. Wait,
So
see
wait,
there.
wait, do we have to go into it?
Is anyone gonna tell me that we're stopping permanently right now?
I stopped you.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
you
Dawes was stopping you. He would have pulled
but
on the
none
reins or
of
something.
you said, Ellie, you might want to change back.
I'm
I'm
not
gonna
entirely
walk
certain
up.
we need you to yet, though.
I'm
All
gonna
we
walk
did
towards
was
it.
stop.
Okay.
Yeah. Do we want to make?
Oh,
Would it be religion?
I'm-
Can I insight check?
Insight. Yeah.
Can I
Check.
insight check the tornado?
Well, wait,
Can
I'm
we
already
go back
walking
to
towards
the
it.
initiative rolls that we did in the beginning to stop things like this from happening?
True.
That's why I had to type. I don't know whose turn it is, but
Oh, it's on Nana at the moment, so.
Let's certainly try to have her wait for your turn. So,
Right.
yeah, alright. I'll make an insight check.
Oh,
Nope.
stop.
Or
So
it's
with
Dawes.
my turn, I would have stopped the caravan and looked back and been like, I've never seen a sand thing before talk, and now it wants us to decide if we're. I mean, I thought we already knew we were the spark. Wasn't that the point?
The seekers.
Right.
I
But
mean,
aren't
it
we
was the
certainly
keepers.
No, we're the
some sort of
keepers, yeah.
importance? What do you guys want to do? And I guess that would be my turn.
All right. So I guess if that's all Dawes is doing,
So you could try to banish it with tornado.
I mean, I can't because we haven't taken a rest yet, but
I don't know how we did that with our great rolls.
And you know, the sorcerer up front that's just firing off spells into the sky.
Yeah, I mean,
That wasn't me.
You're not the
Yeah,
only
that's
sorcerer.
right.
yeah, I probably like try and make. I mean, I'm torn between religion and insight, so I guess I'll let Joe decide. But I'm trying to think out if this is something that tends to be a good omen or a bad omen. So I don't know, like something to be trusted or not to be trusted. Cool.
Religion.
I'm not a religious person.
15.
I mean, that's pretty good.
solidly okay roll.
Hey.
Not as terrible as we have done in the past.
Good omen.
Good omen.
So I'll tell Dawes that it looks like a good omen.
Das is like,
If
what the fuck is wrong with you?
we
That's a
should
water
follow.
spout.
I mean, Dawes is specifically looking for people to comment and go off that.
Right.
Yeah. So
But I will also state that I am very drained and in need of
Rest.
a rest.
Need of a hero.
Everyone is in need of rest, actually.
I need a hero.
No spell slots. I already have like 2 level 1s and 1 level 2, and I still have my 4th level slot.
I have
a
most
first
of
and
my
a second.
spells, but they're just not very helpful.
I'm trying to remember what I did.
Is it whose turn is it?
I
It'd
think.
be Miyako's
Yeah,
turn.
Mia's.
Is it my turn? Okay. So would an investigation check do anything? For it, just wondering.
I would have let the whole group know that good omen.
Okay, I just want to know if like we're supposed to go into it or something, or
Or
is
like
it
there's
waiting for us?
there's an odd things about that's not normal. You know, with giant water spout tornado.
Talking.
Other than that,
Oh, you're right.
Great timing.
Yeah, woo!
Bum, bum, bum.
Because it's waiting, so I'm just wondering if it's like trying to get us to go into
tornadoes
it.
don't usually
I
just
ain't
stop.
going anywhere until I get spell slots back. I'm just
Don't
saying.
worry, don't worry about it, guys. I got this.
I mean, if it's a good omen, I should think that there's nothing bad waiting at the other end if we are supposed to go into it.
We've got this, don't worry.
Also
Maybe,
a giant
but
water-
following blindly is a stupid thing to do.
Yeah.
I mean,
Good omen.
Because what do
Yeah,
you do if it's a test, though?
That's what I was about to say. It's like a good omen can still be, oh, time to test you. How prepared are you to save the world? Kind of bullshit going on.
I mean, everyone else needs a good rest. I could probably do with a rest, so
I think
But
I'm
how
about
long
the
will it-
only
how
one
long
that
will
can
it wait?
actually continue on without a rest.
I can.
I mean, I'm okay. There's nothing wrong with me.
I'm just
I know
out of
that a lot of
spells.
people
Like,
do.
all our casters are out of spells.
That
I
is
mean,
Yeah.
a thing. Well,
I
I
have
mean,
4 left of various numbers, but not third.
I have 6 between my first and second level spells because
I
I
have
just-
2 total.
If it's like a religious thing and it's a test, I'm just wondering if we need to go on blind faith. That's all.
The main question is, what exactly are we doing? Are we passing by it? Does it want us to go in that direction, or are we
Fucking
sort
go
of jumping
through
into
it.
it?
Into it.
Like
That's
a
what I
sort of-
mean.
Teleportation thing.
And
Well-
does my investigation do anything?
We'll find out in a second.
Welcome back, Joe.
yeah.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome. I'm back. Gee, I'm back.
Okay, we're at the river.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah. How
We
is there a
figured-
water spout?
We kind of figured we were at the river when you described that we saw
Yeah,
it go
went
into the
water
river.
and just water spouted. Shh. Fucking Joe.
Shh.
Oh shit, my shoulder. I can't understand the fucking
Quit
thing you said.
cursing your fucking head off, you goddamn
cursing.
cat.
Okay, the water spout is in the middle of the river, which is one of the widest rivers you have ever seen. I guess we don't jump into it there.
See.
Well, it was an ocean at first. Oh, that's
It's a big
Big.
river.
Well, shit.
Well, on the map, it's pretty fucking huge.
Mm.
Oh, man, this is gonna be great.
Anyone want to go waterboarding?
I mean, we do have a sled made out of wood. The only problem is we don't have anything.
Way of reach. So
Yeah.
we're not going into it.
You have no way of reaching it.
I could turn into aquatic animals.
You can turn into aquatic
Yeah, he
animals.
can.
Yeah.
I also
Nick,
could.
you go on your own.
Well, here's the thing. Theoretically, the sled should float. I'm not sure we'll float with all of us
There's no
on it.
fight. There's no sides to it though. The water would just overlap on it.
Yeah.
Maybe us lighter people could get on it and float.
I'll your SOL.
Yeah.
Would
Well,
Azor
I
know
can
if
fly.
there's somewhere to?
True.
Would Azor know if there's somewhere to cross the river?
If I had a full rest, I could give us all water walking, or the sled water walking, and just fucking pull you guys through it.
Okay, so if that's all that you have for me, Joe, then I'm gonna end my turn there.
And it would be Silent Shade.
Yep, I'm sticking with my history check idea to just kind of figure out what the heck this is about, I guess, if it's ever happened. You know, yada yada yada, general information.
Kaylin,
I'm going to transform to actually Ellie now, because fuck that.
I'm gonna say that's not bad, actually.
Since we're already at the river and we can't cross it right now.
Not enough,
Alright.
however.
It's the best roll I've made all day, except for that one I had earlier.
Hey, keep in mind what happened Friday.
True.
People were getting 17s and 19s all over the place, and it still wasn't enough.
No. On the other hand, you did banish a creek completely end our combat.
It started up again at the end of it, but yeah.
Still.
How,
you know,
how does the river look in terms of aggressiveness? Is it like, is the water
Turning.
raging? Is it calm?
I imagine it's being pulled in towards a water spout at the moment.
yeah, see.
Or it's
I would
completely
like to-
still.
I would like to walk closer to it and kind of sort of put my hand on the water.
Can
It's undisturbed by the water spout. That's
Right.
even. It's nice and cool to the touch.
So my hand goes through it. It's still
Water.
water.
It's water.
It's water.
I take my turn?
Yeah, it's just water. It's just the water spout is just fucking with us.
Why do I feel like we're suddenly in the Yogg?
Okay. So, I'm going to get off the sled, go towards the river, and I'm gonna cast Alter Self, and I'm gonna jump in and swim towards the water spout.
I'm guessing you're not invisible anymore.
Oh
It's
yeah,
been
no,
hours.
it's been an hour. That would have gone away.
Oh, okay.
That's insane.
What are you changing?
I'm making it out of
Um,
character, Luke.
With Alter Self, I can.
Oh,
I
he-
get
Yeah.
webs and I sprout gills and I can breathe underwater and shit. And I get a swimming speed equal to my walking speed, which is 30 feet.
Couldn't you also cast that on multiple people?
Alter Self? No.
It's myself.
Oh,
Alter Self targets yourself.
oh, he did alter, so.
Thus, self.
Okay. I have a spell that. No, I didn't hear him say alter self. I thought he did the other spell that you could do a group. I still need the rest to even do that either, too.
Again, I can fly, but that only really helps one of us.
No,
Maybe
helps
two.
two at a time. I was gonna say 2 at a time. Just fly everybody, throw them into the tornado.
You could reach it in maybe 2-3 hours.
Hours, holy shit.
How long does Alter Self
Even-
last?
Even if I use my turn to dash go 60 feet, it would still take me 2 to 3 hours. Holy shit!
Wait, that's going on a... Oh, okay, never mind. I was going to say that's going on a speed of 30.
Well, if I dash at 60, but still, damn.
That's what I'm saying. I thought that was what his 2-3 hours
I'm,
was.
I'm gonna say you have to maintain concentration on Alter Self up to an hour for that.
Damn.
So keep in mind, if it's 2 hours, then you get there just in time by dashing. If it's more than 2 hours, you're not gonna make it, or you have to recast Alter Self.
Not only that, how's he going to make it back?
I mean,
I
there's
would have
that.
to-
There's
oh,
a whole
no.
lot of problems with that. I'm just pointing out that he has 1 hour.
To clarify how this went, we got to the river. We saw a sand
Tornado.
storm.
Yeah.
It spoke to
Yeah,
us.
okay.
It then turned into a water spout. And that's all we get, right?
And
Yeah.
it's just staying there.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna.
I would
swim
kind of
to it.
just, after he jumped into the water
He
towards its
went.
direction,
Yeah.
I would just kind of stand there, hands on hips, like,
What the fuck
are
is
we
wrong?
supposed to go towards you? What exactly do you want us to do? I would just say that out loud, because why not, at this point?
You get splashed with water.
We'll see whether or not it says anything. If it doesn't,
You just
we'll
get
figure
hit
it
by a
out from
tidal
there.
wave.
Is Yen finished? Oh.
Oh
Yeah,
dear
I'm
God! It
done.
has a giant
Oh,
eye.
God.
I'm done with my turn, so it's just me swimming towards this thing. But yeah.
Okay.
Oh, God.
Uh-oh.
A voice in your head.
This is
It
not,
just says you are a dumbass.
this is not gonna end well.
It
That would
says
be the
fight
voice
me.
in your head.
1v1 me.
Fight me. Oh, here's fight me.
Fight me around
The
me.
second giant creature to want to absolutely kill Dawes.
I don't think it wants to kill Dawes.
Making a joke
So,
because of the Oni.
Okay. It's my turn. Daz, are you gonna say anything before your turn fully ends?
I'm thinking.
What's
I mean,
would have been
technically it
Yen's
was
turn
he
and
was
now
doing
it's
that
Al's turn.
like
Oh.
reacting to Yen's turn.
What time of day is it?
It's like
4,
5, I think.
5, 8, yeah, 4 p.m.
Yeah.
Oh, fine.
Okay. First of all, since I transform back, would I be unblinded or do I have to make a Constitution roll?
Good God.
Okay. I want to make a religion check to try to figure out what the heck it's meaning for us to do. I know we have to do something go forward.
It says it's the path. It doesn't have a way, really, for us to get there.
What does it say again?
Well,
So, as far as I'm concerned, Yen has the right idea.
Oh,
I also, I
Yeah.
also
If you
wanna-
give me, if we get enough rest, I can make us all breathe in water for 24 hours.
Oh, for 24 hours.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I'm swimming towards this thing.
also want to point out we do, like Joe said, we do have a boat on this river.
Do we?
No, I think it was on the ocean.
No,
That's not what Joe said. Joe said earlier that we have a boat somewhere on this river.
when did he say
Did
that?
he? I don't know.
Oh, I may have missed it. I may have missed it. Nice.
Oh, wow. Nice roll, nat 20.
Fucking.
I'm guessing you know shit.
I'm gonna laugh if it's nothing.
You just know it's a good omen.
Dummy.
Dumby.
Dumpy.
What's Dumby?
Dumbo? Dumbo's a movie.
I mean, Dumbo
Dummy?
is a.
Is he trying to say
Elephant.
dummy?
I think
He's
so.
he said dummy. It's just
It's-
He didn't
he's
spell it
using
right.
dummy as in dumb as in you're dumb, not dummy as in dummy, which is technically an inanimate object that you tend to hit. Either way.
Oh, we call dummies like pacifiers.
Pacifiers?
Yeah, they're called dummies here. Pacifiers for babies. They're
Wow.
dummies.
Oh, that's weird.
That's weird.
Or
Yeah,
num-nums.
I mean, it makes sense.
Num nums I get.
Yeah, no, that's what they're sold
My
as
brother
dummies.
called them
I was
nookies.
very confused.
I think everyone's confused. Perpetually. Welcome to being an adventurer.
Pretty much.
Okay. So
Um,
Stephanie would.
So for real though, are we doing something with this boat? Because we might.
I think Ellie's waiting for something. Yes,
Yeah.
or no?
I just got it. So yeah, it has to do with the gods right now, the higher gods, or the guy.
Close.
I'm not-
So much for not being religious, Jan.
He
Not
doesn't
really.
worship them. He just goes, "Oh, great, we're dealing with this." So, did you say there was a boat nearby?
Yep.
Joe?
Yeah, I was shit. Simpsons.
Yeah, I'm gonna say I
hasn't- he
need
hasn't said
confirmation
yet.
here.
Again.
Again.
Gonna type it.
I use whispers.
Okay, so then,
So there is a boat.
so Shade knows there's a boat.
Okay.
Shade
Shade
knows
knows
Okay.
there's a boat. That's
okay.
why.
You will
Shade
whisper
knows.
that.
Shade,
None
I
of us-
didn't realize. I
Yeah.
didn't realize that was a whisper. Okay.
So Shade knows
Really?
there's a boat.
Really?
So this is my boat. Okay.
I was like,
I didn't
Oh.
realize that was a whisper. Is there a way to identify this?
Yes,
Did I-
it's
Yeah,
purple.
It comes up in bold purple.
It's
And
great.
also the W.
Yeah.
Now
Yeah.
I'm trying to find the message again. Okay, well, I know
I
there's a
was-
boat.
I was-
It's my boat. Okay, that makes more sense.
Now would you
So-
like to share that with the rest of us?
Well, so now it's back up unless Ellie's done with her turn. Then I'll.
Yeah,
Okay, now
let me see.
now it makes more sense.
Yeah. I was gonna say-
I can't do anything more, so yeah, I'll end my
So,
turn.
all
Alright.
right.
I am going to go ahead and make my insight, which is terrible. So there we go.
Okay, would the gods lie to us, really?
Yes,
Yes.
without a
There are
doubt.
demons. Remember, there's also a lot of other things that try to mimic the gods to just trick people.
Not certainly not all gods are very friendly to, every
Yeah.
follower of every other god. I think it's
Yeah.
the loveliest spout ever. Well, in that
Okay,
case,
with Joe's
I'm gonna
thing,
take
yeah.
off and start flying towards the water spout.
I mean, it's still going to take you 2-3 hours. Do we not think we should?
I
be
mean,
doing
I
together?
am flying, and I would be dashing in the air, but
Okay.
She's just
Anyway,
gonna just,
does his
she's just
turn.
gonna yell,
Don't you
I
have
have a
35
boat!
speed?
I
Not
would,
my turn though, but yes, that's what I would do.
No, I said on your turn.
Guys,
Shady's
this
just
does
gonna
his
do-
turn.
Right. So technically, we don't know there's a boat yet. I told you what it
Oh,
told
we can still
me.
speak out of turn, so you can
It
yell it right
says
now.
That. Okay. It told me that it's the path. So I guess we have to go that way.
How do you do a whisper, by the way? Because I need to.
Slash
can-
W.
Thank you.
Or
Yeah.
right
wh-
click on the person. Right
I
click.
posted all the links to the commands in the Discord chat too.
Yeah.
So you can just
wait,
click that
understand
link
it.
and find it.
We might want to pin that too.
Yeah. So what? At W before the whole thing? Because I tried this before and it.
slash
And
W.
W,
Yeah.
and then you have to type the name of the person you're.
And it would just
What
be
does it
GM
do?
in parentheses or what?
Slash W space GM space whatever you
Okay.
want to
Your
say.
message. Yeah.
So I would use my turn to say, looks like Yen has the right idea. Anybody else has a faster way. Otherwise, I guess we swim, and then I'll start to swim as well.
I'm just gonna
Like-
point out that you would have noticed Nala is flying in that direction as well.
No, it's fine. We're fine.
Shade, you can't yell right now as reaction. Tell everybody.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, hey, just so you're aware, I do have a boat, guys. Remember that.
I would then
You never
stop.
told us where it was.
yeah,
exactly.
you haven't told us yet. So
Yeah.
No, you guys
No,
knew
no.
I had a boat. You just
Yeah,
didn't
no,
know
no.
it was on this river.
Yeah.
Exactly.
He never told us where it was exactly.
We thought it was on the ocean.
Yeah.
I would just stop in the middle of where I was swimming and wade. Where?
Hold on a second. I gotta make a roll for something real quick.
If you need help, if you want help, you can ask.
Yeah, I know. This is. There we go. There's my
Never
roll.
mind.
No, that. As I said, I had to make a roll.
I'm gonna laugh if we just completely missed the boat that's sitting right there. It's literally just right there.
That's
Like, dude,
probably
there's-
what it is.
There's no way to get to this thing.
Granted, Ellie was blind for a while. I was like, fucking Christ.
To be fair, I
Yes.
didn't even look for a boat.
To be
Well,
fair,
we
we were distracted
didn't-
by a giant talking water spout.
That and we were in a way that was a boat. At all
Yeah.
to begin with.
I'm sure a ship is this. If you don't know what you're looking for.
A giant wooden ship.
okay, so while Joe's typing that out, Kaylin is going to ask Azor if he knows any way to cross the river at all. And then she is going to sit down and start praying for guidance.
So, all right, guys. Just for the record, as I now know where my boat is, because I didn't even know where my boat was, apparently. It's about halfway out of the river. You can, if you look, you can actually see the mast sticking out. It's a submarine. Just FYI.
Oh, it's a submarine. Fucking Christ.
Hey,
Are you pointing that out to everybody,
Yes,
or?
I am pointing that out to everybody.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
So wait, it's in the river and it's submerged and it's like halfway out into the river?
Yep.
Yeah, we wouldn't spot that as easily, especially with the giant talking water spout right there.
I mean, you also have Nala flying probably towards it.
I would start.
You can all see the mast with a flag on the side of it.
Okay, if I get some rest, I can actually make us all water breathe or water walk.
Yeah,
Obviously.
Kaylin's sitting down.
Oh, I'm fucking.
So we should probably take a rest.
So I'm going to agree with that. Now we stop moving. I'd like to.
Okay, I'd come back to shore.
Crap, I gotta draw that now.
You could tell me it, and I could try to draw it.
I have to think of one. I don't have one yet.
Basically,
I have
Just
to make
message
one
me.
now.
we've incorporated something into the story that doesn't exist yet.
You know, that happens many times.
Yeah, man.
Do you have that symbol displayed on anywhere on your person? Like, would we be like, know that?
We
that
probably would have seen it
is
traveling
your
with
symbol?
his caravan.
Yeah, I was gonna say that is a good point. Would it be somewhere they would know that? 'Cause I don't have it drawn, so
It was probably on your caravan as a symbol of your,
something.
trade.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yep. Joe says yep.
that yep's been there for a while, I think.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yep.
is it?
Yep.
Oh, well, I've just noticed
Hard
that.
to
You
tell.
see-
I wish
Yeah.
the stuff was timestamped.
Yeah.
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 I think you can set that.
Every
as
single
setting.
box on your
Every single
caravan.
box. So yeah, you would have seen the symbol before. I gotta think of the symbol, but nonetheless.
Okay, so it's a symbol that we know.
Just tell me, and I'll draw it for you.
I'll think of something.
It's just a cat.
Merchant symbol.
It's just
Are
a
you-
cat.
It's a
with
girl
backpack
with
on.
cat ears doing
Are you-
the kawaii cat paw.
Oh no.
Hey, are you familiar with Monster Hunter?
Oh.
It's the cartoon kitties there.
Yes.
Awesome. I love it.
I'm totally doing it now. Hold on, let me get a good picture of one of those.
Wait. Are you talking about the
Hold on.
Felinus or the
The little cartoon versions of them.
the little cartoon version.
And
Oh, the little cartoon. Okay, I know what you're talking about.
Right, back to guys.
It'd be Miyako's turn.
I was gonna find a good one.
Kaylin's.
Yeah, Kaylin was gonna ask
Okay.
Azor if he knew anywhere to cross the river, and then sit down, or she would just say that I think we should take a rest before moving on and deciding what we should do next.
Yeah.
And then she's gonna sit down and start praying
That
for guidance.
is what I'm going with.
Uh-oh.
Oh my god.
Yep.
It's so non-threatening.
It's not supposed to be threatening.
It's a merchant symbol.
It's supposed to be welcoming.
I know that reminds me of.
Okay, so I'm going to draw a version on the flag, so we don't, right? Just
Nick,
tell me,
I
like,
definitely challenge you to make it even cuter than it already is.
I was gonna say that was just a Google search. That was nothing crazy at all.
So would Azor know anything to tell Kaylin?
Yeah, we all need to
We're
receive
gonna
the set
take a
spell.
rest. Yeah.
And I'm gonna give everyone water breathing the next day.
I mean, unless someone sent me a message that there's a boat, I would have still
He
continued
yelled
swimming
it at the
underwater.
top of his lungs.
Yeah, I was underwater.
No, wait. I'm gonna also solve this. He said you can all see the mast. I assume if we can all see the mast, you have probably found the visual of the rest of the ship.
I don't know. have I?
Underground, you would have.
Underwater, yeah.
There wouldn't have been
Would've
anything.
I assume you would have seen at least part of the ship, since it is submerged.
Bless you.
Hi,
Hello. Welcome.
I am. I'm gonna speak now
Awesome.
Okay. Welcome back.
Okay.
because my voice seems to be coming back slightly.
Just don't, don't strain.
Don't strain.
going to.
Just take it easy.
Most of the strain was this morning. Anyways, so yeah. Yes, Yen, you can see most of the ship at this point. Quote unquote, you can still hear them. It's muffled. Like, you didn't just dive down into the deepest part of the ocean. It's still a river, so there's a bank that you have to follow.
Yeah.
But
didn't get
you
that
do
far that
see,
fast.
above you, Nala is flying, and you can see her like point out towards where the mast is, and then you see the mast, and you see the rest of the ship, which is a giant metal tube.
I would have no idea what that was, but yeah.
You assume, considering there's a mast
yeah,
on
there's a
it,
mast, so I
it's a
assume
ship.
it's a ship. Some weird ass ship, though.
Hey.
So they're all just getting ready to rest, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. The mast that's sticking out, is there like a crow's nest at the top of it?
No,
No. Okay.
this is the Jolly Roger mast.
Right. How
It's also-
big is it?
Considering it's a merchant ship.
No,
Well,
just the mast
it's-
alone.
The mast itself is maybe a 2 feet in diameter. And the flag is a normal flag.
Right.
it's not
I
that
wasn't really caring about the flag.
I know I'm giving you extra details because
I
I
know.
like doing that.
Alrighty. So here's my crazy idea. I'm going to attempt to grab onto the mast and hold onto it when I get there.
Okay.
Reaction, you better not break my ship.
Now, hold on. Before I go any further, I have to look at something because there's a thing for what I'm about to do. And I just want to make sure I have it right. It's probably under using this. Was a thing with... Alright, let's try that. That's probably the closest to it. So I need to go to 198. Ooh, too far. I'm looking up stuff about underwater, by the way. Because obvious reasons.
Actually, I lied. It is not 2 feet in diameter. It is 7 feet in diameter.
That is fucking huge.
Well, that can probably have me perched on top of it.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I'm just looking to see if this has the thing on it.
I don't know what
I
you're...
love how I read a 7 as a 2.
Nope, that wasn't it. I need to go and
I love
look
how
at
I don't
using-
even know that my ship is a submarine.
Well, you do now.
You
What's
probably
it
didn't
called?
know how
I
to
wanted it
describe
to be a surprise for everyone.
We
You also
I-
probably didn't know how to describe it to create into.
You just consider it a boat because you just think boats are boats.
Yeah, I was gonna say, there's no way you're telling me you have a metal ship that goes under the water.
Exactly, and it's like, why, years go above?
Well, to be fair,
You're-
they
there's
didn't
fly.
see a flying ship until mine, so
Yeah.
That's
So,
true. Like,
we're kind of sort of beating the what's the word?
Beating around
going
the bush?
No. We're going against
The
common
grade.
shipmanry.
Convention.
Most ships go on water. Mine went above. Yours goes
alright,
below.
now I just gotta look at my stats real quick. So with that.
Now we just wait for the ship that
number
goes over
of
land.
minutes equal to. Oh.
That would be mine.
So I can only hold my
Oh.
breath
No,
for
I
3
mean, like,
minutes.
Oh.
Don't
That's a
look.
car. Yeah.
yeah.
Alright. Sure. This isn't completely stupid. But it might be.
Okay.
So now that I've looked it up, specifically I was looking for suffocating, by the way.
That's nice.
A creature can hold its breath for a number of minutes equal to 1 plus its constitution modifier, with a minimum of 30 seconds. Okay then.
So 3 minutes.
Yes, I get 3 minutes. Now, How deep down is this submerged ship?
So, the portion of the mast that is sticking out of the water is about 8 feet tall, and the rest of the ship is about another 10, 15 feet down below that.
10, 15 feet.
You're not reaching that.
Yeah, what?
Yeah, no, I'm not reaching that, so I'm gonna go fly back to shore.
Next point. Are we beating around the bush on the difficulty of getting to this, or am I able to just get it?
Here's another thing. Were you right above the ship, Nella?
I was literally perched on the mast, contemplating that.
Well, in that case, while perching on the mast,
Take
Open
it.
fire.
the top of the mast is actually a screw off top.
Oh.
You know how like submarines have those?
Yeah, no, it's a hatch door.
It's a hatch door.
So I'm not gonna be really rude. I'm just gonna knock first and see what that does.
It does nothing.
Now I'm gonna have to be rude and see if I can open it.
Okay.
We could just go get me, and I could probably climb in there
So
and solve
you
that
try and,
problem.
you try and turn the big valve thing.
Yeah.
All right. It turns, and
Cool.
it opens, and there is a ladder that leads down the quote unquote mast in the middle of it. It's all hollowed out.
I'm gonna call down. Ahoy! I come on
Of course
behalf
you are.
of Shade.
Yeah, he's down.
The response isn't immediate, but you do hear some shuffling on the bottom, which does have another valve door.
Okay. Guess I'll start climbing down.
Okay.
Do they
So-
speak your language is the question.
I spoke in common.
As-
When
you
hailing
climb down-
unknown parties, common is the best one to use because basically everyone knows it.
That's why it's called common. As you climb down, you do hear voices at the bottom discussing rapidly in another language you do not understand.
Awesome.
And then the bottom door opens, and you can hear and see inside, or at least right below the mast, there's metal flooring with a couple other tabaxi that are there. And they call out and say, we would prefer if Shade were to come here first, and not one of his Dragonborn friends.
Not a Dragonborn, but fine.
They
And I-
close the door after that.
I'm climbing back up.
I figured. All right.
And once I get to the top, I'll start flying back.
I believe the word you're looking for, Lily, is perception.
What is she looking for? What?
She was just asking what the. Oh, not that. Okay, well. The skill. All right then. That's so descriptive.
What
Oh.
in the hell?
All right. Well, I'll go to. Oh. That. Yep.
Oh, primeval awareness.
Yeah, primeval awareness. That.
Da,
You don't
da,
need to whisper
da,
that.
da, da.
Well,
It's
I
not
guess
her
you're
Not
turn.
an idiot.
It's not her turn.
I know. Well, she can still type it out if she wants. It's fine. You're not being rude.
I mean, the turns are kind of loose at this point, as most people are
At
just.
this point, you're just interacting with another person, and Nala would be coming back to tell Shade. Which, by the way, it would actually be your turn now, Miyako. So. My back hurts.
Fun.
You got drugs for
Yes,
that?
it's you. We kind of ended on Kalen, and most people were going to take a rest.
Yep.
Okay, so in that case, sorry, I've got a phone call. My sister's on the phone. So I guess I would use
Primeval awareness.
primeval awareness. Yes. for
Heck.
this. Oh god, what class are worms again? Well, worms and things like that, creatures like that.
Monstrosities.
Monstrosity. Yeah, I just check around for those.
So using your ranger abilities, and just sensing in every general direction. By the way, your wolf is with you now.
Yes.
Or no? No, it's not. Never mind.
It's in Unity.
It's in
Oh
Unity.
no,
Never
yes.
mind. We discussed this last time, and I completely
Yes.
forgot about it.
Yeah,
Um,
it was wrong to keep the wolf locked up in the hull of the ship and yada yada yada.
Basically, yeah. Blah 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 blah. Stuff happened.
PETA got involved. Things got messed up.
What was I just saying?
Okay.
Words.
Words, yes. You were saying with
Primeval
my-
awareness. You do not sense any major enemies. You get a couple little blips, but nothing huge, and they're miles away.
miles. I think it's safe to rest here then.
Yeah.
At this point, I would wait to see if what everyone else is doing, and if we're not leaving immediately, start to do my meditation. And that's my turn over.
Okie dokie. That means it's now Shade's turn. Whoops.
Too far. Yeah, I mean, I'm guessing Nala's not back yet.
I'll just say like she's half back at this point, considering I'm not really going turn by turn what you're doing for every 6 seconds.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what else to do, because I kind of know I need to go to the boat.
Figured, so basically you just wait until Nala got there and then talk
Pretty
to her.
much. That's the plan.
Okay. We'll get to that in a second. Ian, is there anything else that you're doing?
So I guess seeing a ship, I don't know, or what seems to be a ship. It looks weird. I guess I'm gonna swim back and
Okay.
yeah, just plop down in my wet, soaking mess of clothing.
There is a spell for that.
I don't have that spell.
I know you don't.
Wait, you don't have
The
prestidigitation?
unfortunate part- No.
No, he doesn't.
Why not?
A sorcerer does not have prestidigitation.
Yes, they do.
No,
Well, no.
I'm
Yeah.
saying he as a sorcerer.
Oh no,
does not
I
have
get that. It's like, okay. For a second, I thought you were saying that sorcerers don't get that, and I was
No,
like,
they get it.
No, they get it.
Well,
I just don't.
every
Yeah,
spellcaster get.
Allie.
Well, not everyone.
Well,
Definitely
as you were
not
saying,
druids. Actually, no. Let me check if.
You get druidcraft, which is similar.
Yeah, but we don't alter things that way.
If anything, you only create stuff.
Yeah. Or
Either
you know.
way, it is now your turn.
My turn.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. I'm just gonna help set up some tents or get everyone ready to set up tents.
Fair enough.
Clerics don't get it.
Mostly because I can't do any spells to get us across the water right now. The ship, we would have to get. We don't have any docks to go to, really.
Not really, no. It's just
Yeah.
an empty river.
So yeah, we can't get on the ship easily from here.
Okay, that's fair. So you start helping set up tents as long with the crew. They help as well.
Yeah, I don't think Nana's gonna be able to just yank up all frickin' 20 people there.
Not
Yeah,
at
we're
once, but I could theoretically keep flying back and forth.
Yes, but
And
that
you'd
would
get
actually be
exhausted doing so.
exhaustion. Yeah.
I'm not-
or you could bring Shade there. He can convince them to come to shore, and that would be the end of that.
It's a submarine. That's
Sure.
the problem here.
You
They
can.
could come closer.
They could come closer, but we still have to get that many people to the ship.
Okay, first off, submarines can
So-
surface.
I was gonna say submarines can surface.
Yeah.
Like they can surface, and they usually have a lower hatch for entering from the surface. You don't have to swim out miles into the water so that you can get into a submarine every time.
Normally, you don't have to swim at all, but
That's what my point being is that submarines can surface and come to shore. Like any other ship or boat or water vessel, they can dock
Just wait, guys. It'll get there. Anyways, I'm gonna assume that the rest of you guys are just gonna wait around until something else happens.
Yeah.
How long was Yan gone for? Like, about how long swimming back and then coming back?
I'd say maybe 10 minutes.
Okay, so when he gets back, Kaylin will get up, and once she realizes that that's Shade's ship, she'll turn to him and ask, so how do we get on the ship? I'm assuming you get all of your goods on and off without having to swim out there.
Well,
How would you return to the ship if you had your whole crew here?
Answering that question for you, the submarine can dock, and it has 2 hatches on either side that open out like a plane hatch door, and it goes down onto whatever dock you're up against.
Okay, but if he's a merchant who is selling his wares, how would he notify that he is back and ready to get back on the ship? Like, that's basically what she's asking.
I would
Like,
get.
he should have a way to communicate. With
Easy.
It's
Easy.
me. I could just go.
He gets on the boat.
I just get on the boat.
Or he has a raft with him, which he did with the caravan.
It's gone.
Yes, got gone.
It kind of got scared away with the other kitties that ran.
Or
giant-
eaten by the sandworm.
One of the two. We don't really know.
Actually, no. The other kitties that you had are all on the ship.
Oh,
Those are
sweet.
your crew. The people that were on the caravan were caravan guards that were all different types of people.
Yeah.
Random hires.
Okay.
Yeah, and we lost the majority of the shit. So in the lovely expanding hull of sand.
Yep. Not fun stuff.
Oh.
And Nala's back?
Yes. At this point, yes.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I'd be
That's-
landing right by Shade. So yeah, that's your ship.
So maybe Nala can ferry Shade over
That was
in the
plan.
morning, and we
Yeah.
can. Cool. Yeah. So
We would still have
Kaylin's
to
gonna
wait.
help set up.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's probably smart to boat in the middle of the water where not as much can get to it for now.
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
One of the reasons why you put it out there.
Exactly.
However, you do have another way of helping with the situation. It can surface.
Yeah.
And there are other life rafts on the ship. So instead of having to ferry people one by one over there, you can just use one of the life rafts.
Oh, that works too.
Just
Either
to
way,
help out.
I mean, we might as well just why not just use those and rest on the boat? That sounds smarter than
Those
resting
have
on
beds.
the shore. Exactly.
We don't know that though. You already
Yeah.
you.
I would say, yeah, they kind of want to speak to you before any of us.
Yeah.
Also, they called me a dragonborn.
Well, fair. We don't have many dragon anything.
Draconics.
Dragon bloodline anything out in my area.
Fair.
My grandparents are going nuts over the football game.
Cool.
Okay.
Well, we don't hear their.
What's
the-
football? I don't know what
Yeah.
football is.
Shush.
It's this game where you have 2 goals and people kick a ball back and forth trying to
Dave.
get it in there.
Yeah,
Steve.
they got a basket.
This is D&D. We don't know anything about football.
Shush.
I was using European. Anyways,
I got it.
thank you, Lily. Thank you.
Of course, the European gets it.
Quick question. What time of day is it?
4 p.m.
4
Or I guess now
p.m.
it's like 5 or 6.
4:30ish.
Okay, so it's not nighttime. Okay. Yeah.
So I'm just going to inform everybody that we can all sleep on my ship. I just go out there and
Tell them to
Kind
come
of-
closer.
I'm gonna. There's rafts.
Right.
How many people did we say we were, including like the crew
I
that
believe
survived?
we're 22
23.
in total. Oh, 23, alright. One of those 2.
Remember, add shade.
No, I was counting Shade.
Okay, count the invisible wizard.
How am I supposed to count the invisible wizard?
Technically, you don't have a wizard.
Sorcerer.
There you go.
I'm
Um,
invisible, though?
He's also not in Viz.
Yeah, not
So
invisible.
are Nala and Shade going over to the long metal tube?
I
Yep.
believe so.
All right.
I yet again scoop up the kitty and fly off.
All right.
This
I
time
do
he isn't
not
trying to
fight-
claw to get away.
Exactly. This time I'm not fighting back.
So at this point, I'm just gonna
Fact-
say it happens. I'm not just gonna sit around for an entire turn.
I was gonna talk him into letting me ride on his back this time.
Nah, cradle carry.
Probably not gonna happen.
That would interrupt the wings.
I was gonna say it interrupted
Yeah.
her
Good
wings,
point.
not his.
Um,
So you guys get over to the mast, and instead of asking to be let off on the top of the mast, you go down about halfway the mast in the water, because you do have to go in the water. And you turn another valve that has the mast go down underwater. And you can hear the crew on the inside, like they obviously notice that it's you that's coming over, and the submarine starts to come up towards the surface of the water. And the mast actually retracts as the water, as the submarine goes higher up in the water. So it's kind of like it's buoyant, where the flag doesn't touch the water ever. And when the submarine completely merges, I guess.
Surfaces.
Surfaces?
Yeah, surfaces.
Surfaces.
That one. Shush. Words. This is why I like typing better. When it surfaces, it actually does fully retract, and the top part opens up, and you can see one of the crew come out. It is actually your first mate in this case,
Perfect.
and sees that there's a bunch of other people on the shore, and asks, "Would you prefer us to move the submarine closer to the shore?"
That would be nice. Use the rafts to get him the rest of the way.
All right. He also clicks his fingers, and you're no longer wet.
Awesome.
Your
Nice.
first mate is a wizard.
Sweet.
Oh, wizard, whatever your name is.
So after a few minutes, the submarine starts moving towards the shore, and
Yes.
it's actually rather fast. It has double the speed of a normal ship. And the actual front part of the submarine is a giant glass surface that has metal reinforcements, so you can see into the ship itself. So it looks really cool. And that's where the quote-unquote captain would be sitting and steering the submarine.
That is awesome.
Mm-hmm. And no, it does not have one of those weird-looking telescope things.
Periscope.
It just has
Periscope.
windows.
I'm okay with that. Windows makes more sense anyway.
Is it magically reinforced? Please say that at least.
Well,
There is a wizard on board, I'm saying.
technically the windows would be magically reinforced, just because glass is not strong enough to withstand the ocean.
Unless it's thick enough and a dome.
It's definitely not thick enough.
No kitty wizard. There is a kitty wizard, though.
There is a kitty wizard, which helps a lot. And as the submarine gets within maybe 20 feet or so of the shore, maybe not 20 feet, more like maybe 120 feet, several rafts, quote-unquote lifeboats, if you want to call them.
Itty bitty kitty wizzy.
Okay then. Several of the life rafts are
Dawes
put
is
out
drunk.
onto the water
Already.
and go towards the shore, with another one of the crew members on each boat.
I'm gonna help
Each
people.
boat can hold about maybe 5 people, and there are 4 of them.
I'm gonna start helping the injured people
Okay.
first to there.
But how tall is the wizard kitty?
It's more for a reference. I'm just saying, I'm 6'8".
It's
And I think
it's
I
not
took the
actually
short
short at all. Most tabaxi are pretty much human height. In this case, he'd probably be about a 5'8", 5'9".
So wait, Shade is
Right?
a 6 foot tall talking cat.
Did I?
Does he
Hold
wear
on,
a
did I-
hat?
Oh my. No, I thought they were typically taller than him. That's fine, unless I typo.
Yes,
Thing, but I-
Tabaxi are typically taller than humans.
That's
Maybe.
what
Not by
I
I
much,
guess they are taller than
usually.
humans.
Yeah.
Well, either way, it's definitely not small. Also, I'm not even kidding. My grandparents are literally having aneurysms.
Cool.
Yeah, I think I can hear them.
You mean
They're being extraordinarily loud.
aneurysms would actually have no sound.
Very true.
Sure.
They would actually be instant vegetables. So, you know.
I mean, it wouldn't be vegetables; they'd be dead.
No, essentially,
It's
Not
debatable.
necessarily.
depends how quick you get help.
Sure. And then they're a vegetable for the rest of their life.
They're old.
Not necessarily for the rest of their life, but then
It's not a
again,
short-
considering they
Either
are
way-
grandparents.
Either way, it doesn't matter. Let's get back to the game now. So yeah, words. I'm assuming everyone is getting on the ship at some point.
Yep.
All right. So you guys all move on to the submarine. The inside is actually fairly cozy. It kind of looks like what is it called? Like if you've ever been on a cruise ship, it's like the fancy dine hall throughout the entire
Right.
thing, and it's mostly hollow. There is a flat bottom, and below that there is the quote-unquote storage deck, which is just filled to the brim with boxes. And there are more down there. It's about 200 feet long and about 30 or 40 feet wide, and only about 15 feet tall. So,
At least just loving that there's actually a freaking submarine.
also, there are plenty of windows so you can see outside, and they are in fact magically enchanted. They have a purple shimmer on the outside of them, so it keeps the water from breaking the glass. And there are about 17 crew members, mostly people that help with loading and unloading the ship. And the first mate seems to be in normal ship-wearing attire. So yeah, it's fairly fancy in here. It's actually quite nice. There is a lodging part of the ship which has a bunch of hammocks, but they're not like the rope kind of hammocks. They're like basically linen cloth, with nice pillowing and quote unquote memory foam, if you want to call it that. But you know, not actually memory foam. Just acts like it. It's a nice ship.
Very, very nice.
That's what you get for being a rich merchant.
I probably have more than one.
Not a
Yeah, you just
submarine,
kind of offhand say, "Yeah, this is my lesser ship."
Of
This
course.
is what I sacrificed
I'm
just in case.
I'm sorry for the awkward accommodations.
And it's like, we don't even have ships like this. We do have flying ones, but they're not like this.
Yeah, make yourselves
Yeah.
at home though. Best you can.
We're all going to need so much rest, fuck it up.
Oh yeah.
So another thing about this ship is that it has appliances, aka like stoves and stuff like that. And they are worked by another individual that has magical powers, and he's the quote-unquote chef. He basically says, "I can basically make you whatever you want."
And he's gonna like the fancy meals at least.
Mm-hmm.
Nala will order up a chicken cordon bleu.
She,
You get a very fancy cordon bleu.
The one thing Nala did learn from Ellie's nobility.
fancy, good
Fancy
food.
fucking food.
Served with a fine wine.
Brilliant. I love it.
Nice Chianti.
Sure, something like that.
Just curious,
Mm-hmm.
would the hammocks accommodate Nala?
Oh God, yeah.
And is
Luxury.
there enough for the addition of the 23 people, or
You look towards where the quote-unquote lodging part of the ship is, and there are literally hundreds of hammocks.
cool?
You could fit a small army in here.
Perfect.
We should fit a small army in here.
I was also thinking it might not be a terrible idea to maybe make the forges and stuff at some point. Just saying.
Yeah, because then we can actually work and help with your type of things.
Yeah,
And you
everybody
now
would
have
benefit from that.
The question is, do you have a tinkerer on the ship? Because at
Nope.
least
That's the one thing he doesn't have.
Tinkerer probably. No, I guess my wizard probably an enchanter.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you now just got a tinker Ellie. Ellie's just loving the ship mostly because she does love to tinker with stuff. Like she does do natural stuff, but she just loves making crazy devices.
There's
Just to
so
test
much stuff.
you see just Ellie's just a freaking kid in a candy store and seeing this stuff.
Yay, stuff. Alright. So, unless you guys want to keep going, I'll probably stop after you guys decide to go to bed.
I got nothing more to do. I mean, I guess I said at some point I want to try to. I think it would be smart. Rebuild like the blacksmith shop and all that fun stuff.
That'll take some resources to do.
That'll take
Oh, yeah.
resources.
We
to
got
do,
the
yeah.
resources, well, the money.
We have the money to get the resources. We don't have the actual resources,
Eggs.
unless we rummage through his submarine stores.
Did you
I
say
would
eggs?
not- which I would not allow.
I didn't think so, but we could probably buy it off you.
Potentially.
Not potentially, definitely.
If we had it, that is a very good point. But at the same
You
time,
could roll for it. You are a merchant.
Forged leather-looking band. Yeah, materials to make that aren't actually that hard to come by.
I was just thinking that.
Like
Well,
it's
iron
it's nothing
stone.
uncommon.
Hey, better rather than roll, what were you gonna have him roll for? Curiosity.
To see whether or not you would have those
Mercantilism.
stores. So you'd
Oh, to
probably
find.
be rolling
to
your
try to-
merchant skill.
I need to add that. Really?
You should have done that, yeah.
I probably should have. By the way, what was that using again?
That's charisma.
Yeah,
Charisma.
let's say probably charisma.
Thought I did, but I didn't. Apparently.
Well, I'm glad I'm reminding you then,
Yeah.
because that's important.
Ah, crap. That.
Do we have one of every trade?
Yes.
think so.
Yes.
I was the
Oh.
one.
Nice.
I'm
By
proficient in
technicality, we have
Margaret.
one of every
Yes, you are
trade.
proficient in merchantiles and
Merchant.
We have
Spell that.
No, actually, we
Um,
don't have a jeweler.
merchant illism.
Oh, cool. And I am proficient in that, correct?
Yes, you are.
Okay, cool.
I'm proficient in leatherworking.
Alright,
I'm
Tinkering
obviously a
and
smith.
herbalism.
so yeah, I'm just rolling to see if we have the stuff for that, basically.
I'm hungry.
Joe,
I think we are,
Yep,
but
go ahead.
let's finish soon.
now that I have that in there.
Ooh, nice. That's a 6 bonus.
Yeah, thank goodness.
Yeah. I mean, that's a base success, so. Mod calf. That sounds fun. Yeah, it's modifier charisma, but I'm just laughing at how weird that looks.
Yeah.
Modka.
Words. Modka. Almost sounds like vodka.
Vodka.
Can you tell I'm hungry?
Yes, very, very much
Yes,
so.
you
You're
do
thirsty,
have
at least.
materials on the ship for building a forge. It's fairly cheap. They could probably afford it. It would just take some time to actually build it.
Well,
Which on your ship you do have builders.
I was gonna say I probably have my people, plus you have people that we have from the other ship. So
Mhm.
putting
Plus,
that
Nala
together-
knows how
Double
everything
the
needs to go
crew.
together.
And he's a tinkerer, so she could probably make it a
You
little
actually
bit
have
more effective.
exactly double your crew. It's 1717.
Nice. I'm okay with this.
That's ridiculous.
So,
I
Am I
don't know
still-
how well the two first mates are gonna mingle.
oh, that's true. I guess we'll have to kind of. I don't know. That's a you to play out thing.
I will roll for it later. That's later. That's later.
Mm.
Oh, my back hurts.
You okay?
Alright.
Yeah,
You
it's
good?
just. Yeah, I just gotta take my pills.
Do you mean my first mate?
Yeah.
Yes, you're
And-
free.
Well,
Yeah, we would
between-
assimilate under them.
You would
Like,
simulate. All right, that's fair.
doesn't make sense to take over someone else's ship.
You're
At
not
the same time, due to obvious potential of conflict, I would still give them kind of a, like, command-ish, like, command decision area.
Yeah.
I'll give them some authority in it because obviously they do have knowledge. Extra knowledge is never a bad thing. So-
Yay, knowledge.
So, basically, there's now 2 first mates and 2 captains, obviously, with one falling below the other.
I mean,
Kind of as an
technically-
advisor.
Technically, you weren't really the captain. You're the owner,
True.
and Dosriel is definitely the captain.
Alright, well then, Dazriel is the captain. First mates are... I don't know. I don't really know how to put them in a role. Obviously, my first mate will be above.
I
His
never
first
actually,
mate.
I never actually asked you this or made you roll for this. Have we discussed how much you're worth?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes, we have. Do you need that number now?
I would like that number. Yes.
The GP or the reputation points?
Both.
Reputation points 60,000 and GP 3.5 mil.
Okay.
Shit. Fucking sell this guy. Never have to worry about anything ever again.
Yeah. That's actually a low number.
Don't we have more than that in the bag of holding?
Yeah,
Probably.
Oh, yeah, it was a joke.
I mean,
Get
yes,
more, dude. Come on.
but
come
that's an accumulated number for your entire party. One person alone is worth more than half of that.
Yeah.
All right.
So yeah, I guess however long it takes to build those stalls and stuff, because I personally want to make use of the enchanter's stall.
I figured you'd want to basically make use of everything.
I really want my arrows.
on. I'm not here.
I mean,
I'm
you
not
are.
here.
You
I
are.
I can.
I would
So,
love for Yen to turn
um,
invisible in one of the hammocks, and one of the crew thinks it's empty.
I think we can break here at this
Yeah.
point.
There's not much
And
time.
we can do other roles for making stuff and all that later. Or we
Okay.
can do it now if you guys want to.
Might as well.
There was one thing I did want to make though.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
And we're out of session, so you guys can do basically whatever you want at this point.
Okay.
Well, apparently Mia and Nala are just going off to eat fancy food.
Also,
That's fine.
and they just popped in and just say, "This is gonna."
so
At least just
I,
fucking excited.
due to the nature of what we kind of got stuck in, I will using my own merchant supplies and everything. I would be willing to restock everybody to a normal level, to whatever extent. So like arrows and stuff.
Okay.
I would say pull that out of the merchant supply because we're gonna need it anyway.
Yeah, that's fair. So, the other little thing that you would have is you would have general supplies for making potions.
Oh shit! I
Because
just figured.
you do sell to merchants that make potions.
So that's a new thing.
You would also have general ingredients to make poisons.
Cool.
Because again, you sell
Ellie and Azor.
poisoners. So basically, you have enough supplies to supply the group with making stuff.
Awesome.
Oh
But-
god! I just realized something. We have
But
to-
here's
special-
the thing: you're a merchant. You will not just give this to them.
No, of course not.
we have the money to pay at least, so
You do.
plenty. But
Yeah.
I just realized something.
I will, as I said, I will just give them basic restock for now.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because
We
we
need to make
all
a
kind of-
special. We need to make a special vent for the Ace Forge.
That's true. We would that. Here's the funny thing
Ooh,
about the
that's a good point.
forge. It produces a lot of smoke. If we put it on a submarine,
yeah, that's a good point actually.
Okay, could I roll?
I'm so glad that you guys are thinking about this.
No.
I was
yeah,
about to
I
bring
went-
it up.
Yeah. Could I roll Tinker to figure out a way to basically incorporate that a design to just get a vent out of the area? That we could probably build it.
Yes, you can make a tinker check at this point.
Okay, let me grab that. Ah, it's bad.
Wow.
Well, so the thing about being underwater, vents
yeah.
usually make water come in.
Yeah.
Mhm.
However, you do know that the mast stays above water. Whether that might be a magic
I was
enchantment of some
actually
kind.
thinking
With to
about that.
piggyback off the system, which is
So
going
you could piggyback off that system and have a pipeline going up that mast. But you don't really know if you have the means of doing that.
to. Okay.
But you do have an idea.
Hey,
I have the
Joe,
idea.
quick question
Yes.
for you. Am I
Yes.
proficiency advantage, or how am I set up again? Because I know I was expert.
You're
You are in
expert?
fact an expert. Yes, he is.
Which
an expert.
Then that's double proficiency.
Double
That is
proficiency?
double proficiency. Yes.
Oh, sweet. So that merchantry check earlier just had the regular proficiency.
So that should have been a 15
Correct.
or whatever it might have been.
15, yeah.
15, yeah.
Because
Could
it
I
would have
just
been
say
a
one
plus
thing?
9.
Does anyone in the ship know how it's designed? So I could use.
So-
I mean, I have builder, so I mean.
Builders in this case are usually kind of like architects, where they can make plans for stuff. It's not a full trade because builders are very
Loose.
niche and loose, like you say. So they can really just do a lot of things. And really anyone can be a builder. It's just pick up a hammer, start nailing things.
I'm going to ask around some of them to see if they could know how to like design anything that help design anything for the piggyback system I was thinking of.
Well, the quote-unquote chief builder, aka the architect, does say that the captain would have to approve it, and we'd have to
Okay.
make sure that you guys pay for the materials and all that kind of stuff. But
Okay.
it's definitely possible to do.
The captain or the owner? Because we said that was two different things.
Owner, not
Okay.
captain.
Okay, I'm gonna go talk to Shade about it then. So Shade, if we're gonna have to set up a forging area and everything, we're gonna have to make a ventilation system to piggyback off the mast if we wanted to, not choke us to death in here.
Gonna just say, don't break my ship.
Oh no, I'm
Find a way to do it.
I'm just trying to get
I'm okay
getting
with it.
approval of you with the builders.
And as I was gonna say, if you can
Yeah.
find a way to do it, then I am perfectly fine with it. I will probably make use of this as well.
Okay. So yeah, I'm going to also try to pay him out of my pockets for the materials that's probably going to be used for the ventilation system.
It's not that expensive. It's maybe 100 gold.
How much
Yeah.
would
All of
it
the
actually cost to get a forge?
A basic forge costs
good forge.
about 1,000 gold.
1,000 gold for a basic forge.
Anything higher than that, you're looking at 10, 15,000.
Okay. I mean, I could pay that out of pocket. I'm
You
just-
also need better resources, and I don't know if he would have it. He'd have to make another roll.
Nah, those are specialized things, and we would have to go.
Right. A basic forge will do. So 1,000 gold is 100 platinum.
Yep.
So
Anyway, I relayed what I asked of the Shade, and he, okayed it was the builders, and I'm paying out of pocket out of that.
Mm-hmm.
Blah blah blah. Let me just take that money out of my pocket. Where is it? Inventory.
I'm trying to keep track of what you guys are paying store.
320. I did pay 100, so I have 323 gold left. 2,411 platinum.
Yeah, tell me it in gold because I can't keep track of gold. Which,
you're getting a
like I said,
well, you're getting 100 platinum, but it's 1,000 gold.
yeah, I got that.
I gave you 100 gold for the materials of making the ventilation system.
Okay.
I'm getting a basic forge.
Yep. Like I said, I'm not really worried about.
By the way, basic forges can only work with basic materials.
I figured, but
Yeah, but we
I
don't
can
have-
upgrade it later when
Yeah.
other materials are available.
I would interrupt Nala while he's dishing out funds to remind him to pay our crew.
But yeah.
And hazard pay. Give them hazard pay.
So that's
definitely
that's
deserve
actually a question I need to know. How much are we actually paying them?
I'd
Was
say
that- was
double
that-
the amount
was-
a normal crew would be paid.
Was that
So
ever
that's up
agreed
to-
upon?
It wasn't.
No, it
So
wasn't.
double whatever a normal crew would ever be paid.
So the average sailor on an average ship makes about 15 gold a month.
So this, I would
However-
say 100 gold.
However, these are specialized adventurers
Yeah.
that you handpicked
Yeah.
as crew members. So they'd probably make around 150 gold.
So 300.
So it'd be 300 gold.
For this
per
particular
crew
time.
member.
So let's say. So that
17
includes
Was your
17.
number?
17 crew members.
Yes.
Alrighty. So 17 times 150 or 300.
300. 50,
Alright.
100.
All right. I mean, I'll take that right out of the bag of holding. I pull a bag of carrying. Out of the bag of carrying, I pay the crew.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I have a question.
I have answers.
Am I still like soaking
Swimming?
wet? No, am I still? No, am I still soaking wet? No
I
question.
would assume that someone would have prestidigitation you. That's
No, I think you have to take the
Okay.
51. What is it? You would have to take the platinum out of the party sheet. Because I can't edit that.
Oh, well. I can fix that. Party sheet. Funds.
Look how Miyako and a whole bunch of just been having their own conversations on the side.
That's the best way to do it, given the way everyone's
Yep.
Yeah, we can talk
continuing.
So, how much was it? How much platinum, I should say?
300 a person, so
It
was
was like
1500.
1500. So yeah.
and I'd say this would be over a few months, no?
No, we haven't actually
You've
had them
only-
on
you've
for
only had
more
it
than a
for
month.
about a month.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
been about a month. Like this would be their first pay period.
And half of them are dead.
I'm guessing mine would be about the same, by the way, Joe.
Yours might be
Yeah.
more.
That,
Well,
to be fair, would be out of
this
his
is-
pocket.
Considering this is a mercantile ship, these are fairly, I wouldn't say robust, but they're definitely higher pay crew members. And it wouldn't be 150 because they're not adventurers, but they're probably more in the lines of like 30 to 40 gold apiece.
Okay.
That's supposed to be a question mark.
Which
or
will probably now have to start having hazards pay. Due to the nature of
Probably.
this pay.
712.
Where's my hazard pay?
Up your ass.
You already had it way in advance.
I believe that's correct. Alright. Was that 100 or 1,000 gold out of the party amount or yours,
Mine.
Steve? Okay, it was out of yours.
I paid him 100 platinum out of my pocket.
Cool.
Alright, cool. Yeah.
I love that some of you still have copper pieces.
Yep, I have 8 copper pieces.
I don't have copper.
I use copper pieces to peel the gum off my feet.
I can't argue that. It's like the
And
best
it's
use
funny
for
because
combo.
that's actually a better use for them than actually using them in the game.
Yeah,
Copper can't buy you
sadly.
crap.
It can buy you a chicken.
I kind of want to buy a chicken.
I
Actually,
mean, you guys could buy an army of chicken.
we could
For a
buy
very
an army
low
of
amount of
chicken
money.
and it wouldn't even make a dent in us. I could probably buy an army of chicken with the cash I have on hand.
I wonder, what is the population of chicken on Earth? Could you buy the entire population of chicken? You guys can monopolize chicken.
We could monopolize chicken. New get rich quick scheme.
I mean, only if the entire population of chicken was for sale.
19 billion chickens.
Okay, that's a lot.
Hold on.
And
I am
apparently-
going to the trade goods as we speak.
I'm pretty sure it's either 4 or 5 copper.
I thought it was only 2 or
Oh,
3 because of
This will be
reasons.
great. I want to know.
Give me a second.
Well,
Trade
some
goods. Trade goods. I'm here. Because chickens are only 2 copper apiece.
2 copper? Holy shit.
Wow.
So that means
They
it would
are
be-
the
That means
smallest.
it would be 38 billion copper, which would be
Divided by 100.
okay divided by, meaning that would be 380 million gold.
380 million gold divided by 10 is what? 38 million platinum?
38 million platinum.
To be fair, some chickens aren't for sale, considering they are used for eggs to
True.
re-bolster
So
said chicken population.
maybe half the chicken population then.
Yes,
Which-
probably about
which-
half. That would be sensible.
So,
God damn, dude.
that's
Still, that's what? Like around 17 million platinum?
Yeah, it's a lot. You guys don't have that much.
We actually
but
don't have that much.
You could buy quite a bit of chicken.
I mean, we could definitely monopolize chicken, just not complete monopoly.
Nope, not yet. Give it a year.
I'd say Colonel. It's pretty much Colonel Sanders versus Popeyes at this point.
Pretty much. Anyways, so that's how much it is to buy literally all of the chicken.
That was interesting.
I'm so glad we diverted for that.
Yep.
What were we actually discussing before that? Because
I
Not
really
much.
don't know.
I remember it was like buying stuff for, forges, stuff like that.
That was about it. I don't
My eye
know
is
if...
twitching.
By the way, was that just the forge that we planned out, or what about like the
It's
Tinkerer's
just the
Workshop and
forge.
all
The
that
other stuff doesn't really have much planning. Like, it just needs room to put the stuff in.
Actually, yes, it does need stations. Like,
Well, yeah, that's what I'm
depends on
saying. Is
how-
like, you
Yeah.
need a
depending on
workplace.
how good of a station you want.
Yeah.
I mean, I would say go big or go home. Try to get the better ones. And
Okay, well, in that
No.
case, it'd be about 1,000 each.
okay, for what is it, week 4?
Um,
Not
so
including
there's-
the blacksmith.
Not including the blacksmith, there's the tinkerers, there's the leather worker, there's the poisoner, and there's the herbalist.
All right,
And all
so
of those have
that's
stations.
so we need 4 stations. So merchant
We
should
need 4
check.
stations.
Did you include enchanter?
That's true.
Yeah, I believe they already have an enchanter.
Oh.
We would already have that.
They have a wizard.
Yeah, so
By the way, we have a wizard, so that's good.
That's
We
literally
really
he's
need
just
that.
a basic enchanter. He's not a super high
Ah.
level.
Darn. Nonetheless, still get him the scrolls
gotta-
somehow, or we could use him to make the scrolls and stuff.
I gotta remember which schools I did because I fully forgot.
I believe you
so-
did destruction.
I think I went illusion, necromancy, and evocation. I think that's what I did.
Cool.
I'm not 100% sure, but yeah.
Yeah,
So,
I'm pretty sure the wizard did, what is it called, like augmentation or something like that,
Okay.
or no, alteration. He did alteration
Yeah,
to keep
okay.
things from breaking.
Yeah.
So, should I do another merchant is whatever the heck it is check to determine
Yes.
if we have the stuff?
Yes, you would, and do it like all over.
What, more than one?
Just overall, not all over.
Oh, okay.
Oh, he
Oh,
did
that's that one.
abjuration is what it's called.
Abjuration. Okay.
Yeah. That's the one.
Yeah, you definitely have materials for the basics. It's not like you have super advanced materials for all the other stuff, but you definitely have enough to make like a mortar and pestle and a proper workbench for each of them. And leather workings, you would definitely have enough to make a hide station. It's not that hard to make this stuff.
And we already have a basic enchanting workshop,
Yes, you
right?
already have a basic enchanting shop,
Cool.
which
All right.
has a bunch of different materials for that kind of stuff.
So that's another, what, 4,000 that would get... No, that would
Yep.
be best you said was 1,000. Thought.
Blacksmiths are 1,000.
Yeah,
Enchanters are a lot more than that.
well, we already
um,
have that too.
You
So.
already have that. But leather workers are about 100 gold. They're cheap.
Okay.
But the poisoner is about 1,500, and herbalist is about 500.
So basically, total we're looking at around 2,100.
2,100, yes.
Cool.
And it's up to
Davey.
those who have those skills as to
Yep.
whether or not they're
Tinker.
paying out of help.
Tinker is also about the same amount as a blacksmith, so about 1,000.
Okay. So 3,100. And
3,100.
as anybody that has those workshops listening,
I don't think so.
Nick,
cool. So
Yeah.
Okay.
did you hear?
One of
1,000.
those.
Yeah.
Yo, Danielle,
100,000.
Miss Herbalist. Nope, she's not here. All right.
I'm
Well,
I'm
Caitlin's not an herbalist.
I'm the
Oh.
herbalist.
She's just a
Oh.
cleric.
Yeah.
You're an herbalist and a tinkerer.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
Druid
Druid.
had that, and they were using the tinker thing from the background.
Oh.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
have,
things
I
are.
have proficiency with an herbalist kit, but she doesn't use that more. She uses that more just to assist in
Okay.
just basic
So
first
what
aid.
was the thing that you were then?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm just a cleric who heals everybody a fuck.
You're thinking of Darhana, who did health
Yeah,
potions and
Darhana
stuff.
was the super.
No. I know that one. I meant I thought she had also gotten something else. This one, I guess not. I know Azor is the poisoner.
And he ain't here right now.
Yeah, and
He's here right now, but he is here. He just isn't here. In
I
person.
mean,
Yeah.
OG Nick isn't here
I-
to decide whether or
I
not.
help him because of the herbalism thing, mostly because a lot of that requires ingredients from that.
basically herbalism and poisoners are basically just the same station, just different materials.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or, well,
herbalism
different
is
tools,
typically
different tools.
designed for well, it's usually right around the same tools and the same station. It's just specialization
pestle,
towards different
Special,
venues, so to speak. Like
and different preparations.
right.
Yeah.
Different preparations.
There's gonna be a
Like-
tinker station right next to there, that's for sure.
So who's actually putting their shop in? Their stall.
I suppose I
Are
would
they-
because I've already paid.
Yeah, I knew you were.
Ellie's paying for tinker and herbalism stuff, which is
Alright.
basically the same as poison.
How much was it again for that one? What's it, Joe?
Tinkerers is about 1,000 gold.
And the herbalism is around 100, so. And
So I'll give 110 platinum, which is
1,100 gold.
Yep.
So that's for those. What's missing? Leather worker, which is Lily.
Yep.
Lily listening. Are you putting yours in?
Yours is
I mean,
about
would it
There we
be useful if I put it in?
Well, yeah.
Probably, yeah.
I mean,
There's no
yeah.
reason not
a lot
to.
of us actually use leather.
Then yes, I will.
You'll be able to
You,
upgrade most
Ellie,
of your
and Azor all use leather armor, so.
Yeah.
And me.
And Shade, apparently.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna need that fucking hide armor soon.
I mean,
Gazriel.
I won't. Have...
I think
Yeah.
everyone here uses leather armor besides Nala and myself.
Yen not
Yeah.
using any armor because of no proficiency, and I use medium armor so I can still fly.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's right. You can't fly if you take heavy.
Unless
Yeah.
I get Mithril. If I get Mithril, I can make plate mail and still fly with it because it's impossibly light.
Hmm.
Yep.
Any lighter will probably float away.
Not that light, but yeah.
Those doing something.
I say
Darn
impossibly
shit.
light, but you know what I mean.
But yeah. All right. Yeah, I think that was all of them then, right?
Yes.
I should get this
Right.
rhino sheet away from me.
Cool. So I don't know how long it's supposed to take to make those, but
Probably take a couple days.
Probably.
Yeah,
Probably.
you gotta factor in the planning of the ship, which I'm sure the architects would do.
yeah.
Yeah.
The
At
only
least-
one, the only one that was more difficult was the forge, and we
Yep.
said we figured out a way to do that, right?
Yeah,
Yep,
I talked to
you
the
would-
builders and everything and piggybacked the system off of the mast.
Basically, you just gave authorization for the vent to go through the mast.
Yeah, I already paid for the materials.
Later on, it might be more difficult because you'll have poisoners and herbalist kits that literally deal with making like smokes and different incense and stuff like that, because those are the more advanced versions. Is a gaseous form.
So
But that's
we
later on.
yeah, but
That's like
I could
advanced.
piggyback
Yes,
off
you
the new
can.
vent system and help to get the enchanter to make something to suck away
Eventually,
the
you're literally
smoke.
just gonna have the entire roof of the submarine covered in vents.
Pretty much.
Or no, I was gonna get the enchanter to make something that sucks the smoke away, like a giant fan.
So, speaking of enchanter, since we do have that stall, I wanted to, as I've discussed with you before, Joe, I really want to get a couple of my lightning arrows going.
I figured you would.
So, what do I
It's
got?
one of the reasons why I gave you a wizard in your crew.
Perfect. What all do I need to? Do I need to roll for that, or do I have the wizard?
He would roll for it, but considering you have a better one in your party, you could ask him.
And Nick's online and listening, or
Yeah, he's here.
Perfect.
I'm here.
Hey, Phoenix. Mind making me some arrows? Chanting some arrows?
Yeah, I was gonna enchant something anyway.
What are you planning on enchanting?
You want lightning arrows, correct? Right, that's what you wanted.
Yeah, I have the spell.
Okay. I wanted to, you know what is it called? The flame string bow that Vex uses.
Flaming
Yeah.
bowstring.
That flaming bowstring. There you go. I wanted to do something similar for Kaylin.
Okay.
Yeah, at some point, I want to see getting myself a better
So
bow.
doing that would take time.
Yeah, I know.
I'm just trying to think of how you would do this. Alright. So first of all, I want you to
Survive.
make a roll to see if you would be able to do that at all.
What kind of roll?
That would be just your basic enchanting skill.
Okay, I didn't set that up.
You probably should.
I should. How do I do this?
Go to skills.
Yep, got it.
Go to the. Okay, there you go.
What modifier are you using for this?
At the end of this session,
it's whatever your spellcasting ability
are
is.
we still 7?
Okay.
Yeah, we
yes,
didn't
you're still
fight.
7.
Okay.
That's actually. I mean, yes, you didn't fight, but you did get through an entire session.
And we also did a lot of survival in the friggin' desert, and survive a fucking crash.
I would be proficient in this, correct?
Yeah, you would be proficient. Did we discuss what level enchanter you are?
What are the different levels?
Beginner, novice, and intermediate, expert, master.
Okay, I believe it was expert in illusion,
Yep.
evocation, and I think it was either necromancy or transmutation. I forgot which one. I think it was necromancy. Or the 3 that I chose.
Okay.
Master's the one that gets proficiency, or double proficiency, right?
No, that's expert. Master
expert.
gets advantage.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I said. Master gets double
Yes.
proficiency.
Double proficiency and advantage.
Expert gives you double proficiency.
Yep.
Master adds
Intermediate.
advantage on top of that.
Yep. Intermediate gives you double.
And I assume if you hit master level and have an appropriate workstation, you can start making mastercraft items.
Am I
Yes, you can.
What am I in terms of navigation? My expert?
Yes.
Okay.
I believe we're all around expert level for our skills in that area.
Nope.
No, because
No.
someone has.
There's-
has two.
There's a few of you people who have intermediate.
Hmm.
Yeah, there's too many schools of magic.
Yeah.
There's
Like
too many.
there's 8 schools of magic. I'm like, all right, cool.
You can't master all 8. You can only master 2.
What are his mastery or his expertise?
Of evocation,
I messed that
illusion,
up a bit.
and necromancy.
Fun.
He can enchant with anything, but those are the ones
Yeah.
that he excels in.
Yep. So.
Pretty sure Flame Bowstring is something like transmutation, or maybe imbuement, or whatever it's actually called.
Enchantment,
mo-
probably.
Aren't most,
There is an enchantment school, by the way.
There is, yeah.
Yeah, I know. We're
Enchantment
not going
is
into that because that makes no
Yeah.
sense to me.
Yeah. There is evocation is harnessing the power of the elements.
Okay, yes, that's the one that I was trying to think of. In that case, you'd be making a roll with advantage, or not advantage, double proficiency for it,
Okay.
which I believe you can get on enchanting.
Oh, that shouldn't be an advantage. Or did it even roll? Did it roll?
It
Yeah,
did. You had advantage.
I got.
You got a 23.
Okay. That's weird. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, you have an 8 on that? That's actually pretty good.
Yeah. That's just charisma and proficiency bonus.
That isn't double proficiency.
That is not double proficiency. No,
It should be double proficiency.
Okay, so then add a 3 on top of that.
That's
That's a
11,
plus
so that's
11
20.
to your thing.
Yeah, not only do you do it really easily, the wizard actually learns a couple things from you.
Nice.
Wow.
He is surprised to see that you are able to evoke flame so easily on a bow.
You say to the phoenix, the person raised by a phoenix.
He
The
doesn't
phoenix.
know that.
The phoenix.
He doesn't know that.
Doesn't.
But
I know,
however,
I know. I know. I'm just making it out of character.
I'm gonna say the actual enchantment takes you about 2 days to actually finish.
Oh,
That's fine.
whoops.
Yep, that's fine.
That's common, guys.
I meant to do this.
I figured that's what you meant to do. My back really hurts. I should take a pill.
So what needs rolled for the arrows for me? I'm only doing 2 for now, unless I'm using some of the wizard's spell slots as well.
I'm assuming your wizard is going to be the one that makes the arrows.
That's fine.
Okay.
I only want 5. That's all I have an interest. 5 time.
5 of those special arrows.
The lightning burst ones, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'll make a roll for you then.
Okay.
I believe he is a novice. So he just gets a basic +2. All right. Well, the wizard, considering he has not done this in a while, he does fudge up a couple of the arrows. The others are fine. They will work, hopefully. The other 2, however, break when he is trying to enchant them.
So I have 3 and 3 for now?
Yes, you have 3.
Okay.
Also, put an asterisk at the end of their name.
At the end of their name?
Yes. Whatever you're naming the arrow, just put an asterisk at the end of it.
Okay. I was keeping track of those on my own personal sheet.
I figured you were. I just want to
Okay.
make sure that I know that those are the ones that he made.
Okay.
And any ones that Yen will make, you can put like a.
I think
a dash or
leatherworking
whatever.
would be like 100 gold, or not even 100. I think it was like.
What's
70.
100 gold? What, huh?
Leather station.
Leatherworking
Oh,
station.
yeah, it's just 100 gold. It's not that much. It's literally enough wood to make a tanning rack.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I've got easily. I'm guessing I just take it out of the gold in my thingy.
Oh, God, yeah. If you don't have enough gold for that, then get the fuck out
Oh,
of
yeah, no, I do. So I take it off. Slim adds it to his.
Yep.
So I have that. How much was the leather station? And add hers.
That's
I
only
would
100. 100 gold.
Okay.
Dump.
Cool. Now I gotta wait for other stations to be open so I could do the other things I want. which would be better bows. Well, a better bow, anyway.
So I'm gonna roll for the architect to see how long it takes him to do the forge.
All right, go for it.
Takes him about 4 days to get it finished. He has other.
I don't know if
obviously
it
he has
would
other builders helping him.
make any difference, but when he actually started on doing the forge, that would have helped.
Yeah, I give him advantage.
Okay.
And Ellie would be helping with the trying to get the event to be in the right measurements and stuff like that.
I will do that now as well.
I'm gonna assist, however.
Natural 20. So that's basically like a minute.
Ellie just like you just see her just designing a fucking great system.
So you're
I'm
like,
picturing the cartoon whirlwind dust storm thing.
you're
with
like,
the
okay,
arms.
so venting should definitely go up, and he goes, oh yeah, totally, and then just goes, so we do this and do that and done.
Well,
Pictures
it's
in
mostly like,
mind.
and you every point he actually vocalized is already done by the time he says it.
It's like Ellie's just like,
It basically takes him like 10 minutes to actually make it. Oh, tired brain. As for
I like the
leatherworking,
basic bitch arrows.
I'm not even gonna roll for leatherworking because I can already tell you that's gonna take like a minute to make.
yeah.
Awesome.
It's just nailing some wood planks together.
Yeah, I'm the easiest one out you got.
However, making a mortar and pestle, and other tools for the poisoner and other stuff, that actually takes a specific type of construction.
Yeah, and
So
we don't have.
That's a hard roll to make.
Yeah.
I will roll to see what he gets. Well, one of those, I'm gonna say it's the one for the poisoner, was a nat 1. The other one was a nat 20.
Nice.
So the tinker table's up.
The other one is gonna take like a week.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say that.
Mostly because I think they don't want any poison on the ship, and they weren't prepared for that.
Yeah, the natural one would definitely be for the poisoner, so that will take a good while. Probably by the time that you guys get to the dock, he'll be like, so we'll start on the poisoner kit now. As for the herbalist kit and stuff like that, that is a simple check.
But by the way, how long is it?
Yeah, that's fine. What?
That's a valid question. How long is it until we get to the dock?
Depending on where you're trying to go.
Oh, okay, we haven't discussed that, have we?
You haven't discussed that yet.
No.
Also, you guys have technically just gotten on the ship and are planning like what you want to do, and are also getting ready to go to sleep.
Yeah, well.
It's better if our characters rest and then plan out the next day.
So we'll plan.
Yeah, planning over
time to
breakfast.
So are we planning
Plan at
the
dawn.
next? I was gonna say, are we planning the next time we play then?
I would assume so. Or you can
Yeah.
plan over the week. It's up to you guys.
At
we
dawn,
could do the
we
Whispers
plan.
thing. The Whispers channel.
You do in fact means of talking.
Yeah, but most of the time that we were stuck in places that we couldn't really talk.
There's also
Now we can.
DMs. DMs are a thing.
Oh no, now we can actually talk because, it would not break character.
Is there any sort of chat, like, because I guess I'm going to be the new captain of this ship, but I don't, does my thing automatically transfer? Do I just know how to use a submarine? Is there something I need to do to learn?
First mate will.
Am I looking
probably
around,
teach you.
like...
I would say first mate would teach them over time if they kind of work together. I would think.
Well, so being captain of a flying ship and being the captain of a submarine are basically the same thing, except
okay.
that one is underwater.
I was about to say,
Steering the ship is a little bit the same, where you have one that goes up and one goes down, left, right, all that good stuff. The only difference is that you now have to make sure that you don't hit anything, because if you do, you could cause damage to the ship, and you definitely don't want that.
Right. So I'd like to spend the time that I'm currently up, just learning the ropes, learning things, emergency protocols, all that kind
Well,
of stuff.
yeah, it's mostly skinning animals and that stuff. It's the treatment of special leather is probably the more advanced stuff and more chemical based.
I don't know why I'm so tired.
Cause what happened this morning?
Drugs.
I mean, shush.
Drugs, many drugs.
Lots of drugs. So many drugs. All right.
I love that Ellie pointed that out before Nala voiced it out too.
Yeah, I was literally thinking like, we need to do a
Is somebody
vent.
keeping? By the way, is someone keeping track of which stalls are taking how long and everything? Or
No.
is Joe gonna remember that? That's important.
It's all recorded.
It is all recorded.
It is all recorded. I will say that.
We need more notes.
That's
As long-
also stuff that could be put in the Whispers channel and pinned.
It is. Oh, so tired. All right, give me a second. I will do blacksmith first. And tinkerer.
You said a couple were done too. I don't even remember.
I'm gonna let him do that.
Yeah, 'cause as soon as I can, I want a better bow, rather than just a basic longbow.
Well, the biggest problem with that is while I can experiment and Ellie can help me experiment with that, I need first a better smith station because I only have the basic one.
Oh, I know.
And second, I need to restock on better materials.
We lost most of it in the fucking sands.
We lost all of it. What we didn't lose was turned into a sand sled.
Yeah.
Wait,
Heather working.
how do we get her talking again?
There.
So, actually, speaking of materials, I would, as a basic stocking of the blacksmith station, be curious what basic tier 1 materials Shade's submarine would have.
Okay.
You should probably ask him.
That's what I would be doing.
That's what I'm gonna roll for.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm doing okay on these rolls right now.
So, with a 25, that's actually pretty great. Did we put the list anywhere?
Yeah, I have it. I have it. Give me a
Yeah,
second. Give me a
literally
second.
just
I
throw it
could
at
give
my
you
face.
all of the tier 1 materials right now. I'll PM you again.
Yay.
These are the things.
So, iron, he has a boatload of.
I figured. Iron and steel, he would probably have shitloads.
Iron, steel, and black steel, he all has at least 100 pounds of each. I would say iron, he probably has 200 to 300 pounds, mostly because iron is needed for a lot of things. Ebony, he has about 50 pounds. Materia, he only has about 10 pounds. Green iron, he has 20 pounds. Blue iron, he has 20 pounds. And calcium, he has 5 pounds.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So all around, he has poundage of each.
Cool.
We could also do like a Google Doc and then pin the link onto that as far as like total
Notes.
gold and then all
Yeah, we
kinds
probably
of
should do that.
like party funds and everything like that.
Yeah, that stuff.
The main question
I'm
I have
keeping track of my merchant stuff myself,
is
But yeah, that's your business.
yeah.
what is this time frame? Like, this sounds like we're doing something that's gonna take like a
month
while.
or two.
Like, cause like as far as I'm concerned, our next priority right now is going to this mountainscape. So like, we're taking our day, and then in the morning, I'm thinking we're going.
Yeah, the thing is, we have to find information of what the mountain is.
We
or the
also
legend.
we're also discussing that next session or during the something. So
Yeah, we also have to find out where the hell the legend came from and any clues to where
Yep.
it could be.
And also, what's up with the giant siphon in the middle of the river?
Tornado,
Right,
yeah.
'cause I'm just saying.
I
you
would,
guys
I
are
would
making all
assume
these
the
plans
next
to
step that
make
you
that-
guys take would be going towards Waterspout after you
Right.
guys
Yeah.
come
Right.
back to.
So
do
I don't know
stuff.
about all this making these
But-
stations yet.
That was just planning.
Well, this is just planning to tell you guys how long it would take, what the resources
Yeah,
would be.
just so we all
It's
kind of
not
have
being
an
done
idea.
immediately.
Right.
Remember, this is all out of character.
Clarification.
Yeah.
If this was in character, I would not be allowed this to happen. We would be going straight onto the Waterspout.
Ooh.
Also, I know that you have like decided stuff for gods and everything. But Kaylin's just gonna keep trying to like ask for guidance, and then I'm gonna assume that she gets nothing if I don't hear anything by next week. But if you want to give any response or anything like that, you can just DM me throughout the week.
All right.
You probably wouldn't share that with anybody, so I don't want to take up a ton of time if I'm just gonna be in whispers.
I do want to know one thing. You're still worshiping the same god, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, I figured you were. We'll talk later.
Yeah, I
By
just
later, I mean
yeah.
when I'm not drugged up out of my mind.
So you guys are never gonna have a conversation?
Pretty much, yeah.
Give it a couple months. They might be able.
Miyako and Ellie bonding by shitting on the nobles of any race.
Oh,
Yeah.
Nala's getting in on that too.
Oh yeah, easily.
So, Joe, question.
Yes. Answer.
The blue and green iron. One is resistance to lightning, and the other would be resistance to.
Green iron is poison. Blue iron is electricity.
Poison.
Calcium is advantage on death saves.
Okay.
I'm
So
a
if
blacksmith.
you
I
were
know
to-
this shit. Haha.
Yeah. So, would it be possible to make studded leather armor out of the two colored irons?
Nope.
No.
That requires
Like-
as the name implies, leather is mostly leather armor.
Yeah. Okay.
I
I wasn't
could-
sure if it would be enough to get the resist.
I could make studs out of one of them, and you could probably get a little bit of the benefit, but you could not get both.
That's kind of what I figured, but I wasn't sure.
I figure.
If anything, you'd probably get a little bit of a bonus to defending against stuff like that, like lightning or poison or whatever.
Yeah, but it
But
wouldn't even.
that's about
But it
it.
wouldn't be the resistance.
Yeah, it would not be the resistance
Cool.
because you need to have metal armor for that. That's the one downside of having a purely
Dex character.
yeah, not just dex, but
Stealth.
no, a
Not
character
just
that
some-
uses light armors.
Hmm.
Light to medium armors, because heavy armors are really good for defending against stuff, while leather and medium armors are usually used for stealth and being able to move around easily. They're basically just not comfier, but more protective clothing, basically.
I'm going to roll a Constitution roll. This is gonna be stupid. Wasn't that one? That's fucking 7. Drinking a little too much wine.
Oh yeah.
All right, I'm gonna leave the server up for a little bit.
All right.
But I think I am done for the night, unless you guys have something
You-
else to ask me.
Okay.
I'm assuming
Haha,
you
fuck you,
left-
bitches.
No.
Well, you're fucking you
We're wasted.
I'm not, but those two are.
Rama's fine.
well, no, like well, Miyako's not fully wasted. At least really
Yeah.
close to there.
All right. Well, I'll talk to you guys later.
See ya.
Later.